What's up, everybody? Well, we got a Steam Deck gameplay video for you guys today, and I've been playing this game quite a bit on my Asus G15 Advantage, so I figured I'd finish up and do some on the Steam Deck too. So, why don't we hop in and give it a shot? Hope it's gotta do the Vulkan shaders. Alright, guys. So, starting in the display tab here, we're gonna run the game at 1280 by 800. And let's just turn that off. Yes. No, I want it off. There we go. Yep, we don't want that on. Mucking with our stuff, and VSync is also off. And then anything I'll leave off for now, and we'll just... Actually, no, we have it maxed out. Why is that off? I thought I had that on. There we go. We'll max that out. There we go. Jeez. How ill-prepared was I? So now, let's hop on over to the graphics tab and see what we got going on over there. Alright, so, we're maxed out, so I had to go with the custom preset, but we got ultra textures, 16 anistrophic filtering, ultra shadow quality, BTAO, ambient occlusion, whatever the hell that is, depth of fields on high, level of details on ultra, tessellations on, blooms on, motion blurs on, screen space reflections is on, screen space contact shadows is on high, pure hair is normal, volumetric lighting is on, as well as lens flares and screen effects. So, now, why don't we run a benchmark and see how it does? Well, alright guys, the results are in. We got 5,237 frames rendered. We averaged 33, but it definitely went way under at times. We're definitely 99% GPU bound, not surprising. And then we've got even more numbers down there. Don't know if you guys can read it, but looking through my phone viewfinder thing, it looks pretty seeable and not all glary or anything. So I think that is good enough. Everybody can read it. Obviously, you can just pause the video if I'm moving a little too quick, but now it's time to go see how it actually does in the game. Well, alright guys, we're basically at the beginning of the game.
I'm out. Be careful, the way into the site is full of traps.
I started out the game like in a small little crevice, being like basically in a small tunnel, only big enough for her, so I was like, okay, that's not gonna make for good gameplay.
But I talked to some people in town. They're excited.
Alright, cool.
Name's Dominguez. We should look into it.
Fun. You'd think that stuff would fall down sometimes. Not like I want it to, that would suck. Okay. Can we get on up there?
Jonah, I made it.
I'm on my way in. Almost there.
Sorry I didn't wait. Be careful.
Ooh, what's that? Oh, okay. This must have been the part that I already did before on my laptop. But I think when I did all of the videos in that, I was already like on an icy mountain, so I think I forgot about doing this. I think I did this the very first time I got a teensy bit of gameplay. And I think I just played it maxed out with like 2 other games or something like that. That's how I used to do videos way back in the day. Anyway though, I think that's more than enough footage, so I'm gonna let them get done talking and then we'll move on to the next graphics set. Well, alright. So now we're gonna bump it down to highest preset, which probably isn't gonna make too much of a difference, but we will see. I also turned down the anti-aliasing 1 notch. So let's just quickly go through all of these really quick. Quickly, run fast, quickly. Alright, that's the end. I moved too quick, obviously pause, but now it's time for us to run a benchmark. Alright, well, the benchmark got done for highest. We got 56, 59, which again pretty much exactly the same, kind of what I thought. And then we averaged 36, which I'm pretty sure is exactly what we got before. It might have been 32, but I think it was 36. Oh well, I'll be able to tell in whatchamacallit, when I do the video editing. But anyway, there's the bar graphs and all that good stuff. Tells you everything about the CPU and GPU models. And then you've got even more frame time info right down there. So, I think that's good enough, so why don't we hop back into the game and get a little gameplay. Alright, we're in the game, basically right where we left off.
I heard they brought in reinforcements.
I'll stay out of their way. I want to avoid what happened with the last cell we took down.
They must know we were at the other site. So much for a
This is also a great place to test the speakers out for this thing.
He can't be far. He must be in the courtyard somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's look around.
Have a quick gander.
Hey Sammy, how's it going?
Gracias, Jonah.
Any sign of him?
Let's keep looking. Where did he go?
Let's keep looking.
For my father.
Maybe I could light one for my mother. I'm not really used to crowds.
You'd rather storm guards or the deathless?
No, this is fine. Jonah, he's at the gate.
I see him.
Good. Be sure I'm not followed.
Oh, you're gonna be followed. You can count on that.
I think I can find another way over the wall.
I'll take care of these guys.
Hmm.
Hey fellas, how you doing?
Good. You can't come through this way.
I heard there was some kind of a crazy fiesta, like chicks and skull makeup. Y'all know anything about that?
It's not for tourists.
Not for tourists.
Maria invited.
Alright, though. I think that's good enough. Again, we'll let them get done with their little cutscene here and move on to the next graphic setting. Alright, we're toning it down to high preset now. So let's just have a very, very quick look here at all these settings. Well, I say all these settings, but there's not really that many settings. And there we go. We have reached the bottom, so now it's time to run that benchmark. Benchmark for high is all finished. And here's our results. Our frames rendered was 6150, and this time we averaged 39 FPS, so that's a little bit better. Still not 60 like I would prefer, but as long as you can lock it to around 40 FPS, that's good, or 30 if it can't do that. That's basically what I do. Try for 60 if it can't do that, do 40 FPS if it can't do that, and if it still can't do that, like in Elden Ring's case, then I settle for 30. But, alright, I think that's more than good enough, so why don't we go and jump into the actual game. Well, alright. Getting us out some high gameplay here. And this time I waited for 420 so I wouldn't have to stop in the middle of recording and play with my foot. Well,
Excuse me.
can't really play with my foot here. It's up on a table. So I just had to have you guys sitting there staring at the screen. I don't want to do that.
You make contact with the High Council.
Yes, sir. Even after the fiasco in Brazil, no one questions your leadership of the organization.
We've come too far to stop now.
Yes, sir. They're ready for anything.
Pardon.
Alright, I thought I saw something to pick up
Jonah,
over here.
Dominguez is not just the leader of this cell. I think he's the leader of Trinity.
We need to be careful.
Yeah, I would say so.
Laura,
Yeah, I heard you.
Disculpe, señorita.
My fault.
Alright, I just saved. So that's good. Had a little bit of a stutter there. Probably was pre-caching in the next place. Man, this place is just a hopping party right now. But, since it just saved a little bit back there, why don't we use this opportunity to go and move on to the next graphics setting. Well, alright. Dropping it down to medium now. So let's just go through these medium settings real fast. And there we go. And with that, let's go see how it does in a bench. So for medium, we got 6288 frames rendered and we averaged 40 FPS. Here is the rest of our little bar graphs and whatnot. A little bit more info down there. And then we got even more information about the game version, operating system, and all that nonsense right there. So now, why don't we hop into the actual game? Well, alright. We're on medium now, so let's get ourselves a little gameplay in. Good, and it did save right where I thought. Hey, we got some fireworks.
Someone set off a trap at the first site. We think it was Croft.
Wait,
What's wrong?
I want confirmation, Commander. No more guessing.
I'll make
Confirmation, no more guessing.
Jonah, they might have noticed me. I'll try the back alley.
I'll find another way around.
Alright, let's try to sneak past those guys. Go down this back alley like she said.
Doctor, son muchos de sus hombres.
You can never be too safe. You're very gracious. Thank you.
We should go.
Sé que así es, Pablo.
Oh, what do we got?
Yeah, this is Commander Rourke.
Oh,
Dominguez wants confirmation Croft is here. You have the photo. Female, Caucasian, early 20s. You got that?
Well,
Good. They'll find her.
good. I don't want anyone getting in there.
interesting, interesting.
Hey, get out of my office.
Sorry.
Close the door when you leave.
Right.
Okay. You got it, Chief.
¡Lo siento!
Don't worry. Go. Hey.
The readings at the site are unlike anything we've ever seen.
Alright,
It's the key to
so
our next
why don't we go ahead
This is it.
and move on? Alright, dropping the game down to low. Let's look over the settings real fast. Super fast jellyfish, super fast jellyfish. Alright, we won't waste time, and let's get into that benchmark. Alright, low benchmark just got done, and we got 8,000 frames rendered this time, which averages us out to 51 FPS this time. And then of course we've got our little frame graphs right here. I don't have my mouse like I usually have, so I gotta use my finger. Game version, operating system, CPU model, all that stuff. And then even more information right there. So with that, let's hop back into the game. Alright. This is low now. There we go. Looks like I won't be needing the mask anymore. And it seems like we can get 60-ish FPS right now. But it is night, and we are dropping down to 50, 55 and all that too, so this probably still would not be a smooth 60 experience.
A Maya
But
pyramid.
what that tells me is we could probably put it at 40 and it would probably never drop under 40 under any circumstance. But I have hoping, or at least I'm hoping, that very low will get us 60.
You'll be far enough out of earshot. No, please, don't make this harder than it needs to be. It's your own fault.
Own fault?
No witnesses. No! Please, no! Would you get it over with? Any final words? Wait. I'm a government official. I'm supposed to be here.
Not anymore, Mr. Lead Archaeologist. Your employment has been terminated.
Please, no. I have money. I can pay you.
Wow, this thing, I need to mess with the sensitivity. This is ridiculous. Here we go. Jeez. That was the most ridiculous sensitivity ever. That definitely has to be messed with a little.
I won't hurt you. You work for Trinity. What did they find?
Well, they've been searching for a temple entrance for many years. Today they found it. I have to go warn my sister. She's on her way here now.
Whoa, warn away, good sir. Alright, and it has saved.
Trinity
So
just
why
tried
don't
to
we
kill a local
move on?
archaeologist.
And now we have dropped it down to lowest and turned anti-aliasing off completely. So let's just go through the lowest settings really fast. Alright, that is the bottom, so let's run the bench. Alright. Benchmark for lowest is all done. No anti-aliasing either. And we got 95, 94 frames rendered with an average FPS of 61. So it'll still drop a little under it, but hopefully now it'll be pretty close. And then we got all the rest of our little graphs right there. Game information and all that, and a little more information right there on frames and frame times. So now, let's go hop into the game. Well, alright.
I have to find what they're looking for.
We don't have a lot of battery left, but I did mess up once and accidentally ran the low benchmark twice. I thought I had it on lowest, but it was on low, so I had to go back and redo it. Sucks, but I'm glad I noticed it. Alright, anything else over here? Yes, there is. Glad I looked around. We're foraging, after all. Salvage. All the salvage will belong to us. And look back at where we were. Alright, what do we got here?
I know this figure.
I do not.
She's the goddess of the full moon.
But that is cool. That is a pretty badass looking full moon.
It's an inscription. Shack shell. The key lies beyond her gaze.
Okay.
This is it. The entrance must be down there.
Alright. Well, how do we get down there,
To
though?
make my way down.
Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, how the hell you expect me to get down there? Oh, there we go, battery low.
Okay, this should work.
There we go. Ooh, that does not look stable.
All right.
Fuck it. There we go. Oh, bumped the camera there a little with my chin.
Site secured ASAP.
Hopefully that wasn't too shaky.
We all go in together.
Oh, nope, we want to go down. Down, down, down we go. Alright. Ooh. That would not have been good. So it's down there, so now what do we do? Although, it's time to end. So I'll have to figure that out on my own at a later time. So, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And we didn't hit 60 much, except for at the very end when we put it on lowest, but what do you expect for a thing like this? It's mostly going to be for AAA games. It's probably going to be more of a 30-40 FPS device. But hey, you can AAA game in the palm of your hand and take it wherever you go. That's pretty awesome. Now, if you let it go balls to the wall like I've been doing in all these tests, as you've seen, the battery is not good. So that's another good reason to limit FPS. But that's all we got. So, time to end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until the next one, peace out, guys.